It is an angles game, people. It is an angles game. It is 7 o'clock and 20 degrees. How does that work? We're told as Brits we shouldn't complain about the weather when it gets good, but I disagree. We're not in Spain. I'm not by a pool. My house is not made of tile. It does not have air conditioning. It's sweating all the time. Lovely. Speaking of sweating, yesterday, leg day with a client of mine, Michael. Full send. In the heat, pretty much turned into a wet t-shirt contest. Love that. But speaking of training, I want to get into that topic within today's video. When it comes down to training, too many of us just assume we can train. And it actually does my head in. Why? Training is a skill. You won't just step into a gym and know how to train. But the thing is, if your training is not up to scratch, you'll never, ever going to make as much progress as you possibly can. You legit make it harder for yourself. When I trained with Michael yesterday, it wasn't a case of having the opportunity to run through things in person. He knows how to train at a high level, and he's learnt that through online coaching. Just like myself, I learnt to train through being coached online. And you can learn to train, filming your sets and reviewing them correctly. So let's talk about it. Have I got anything else to say? No, I don't think so, but my hay fever hasn't kicked in yet. So fingers crossed, when I've worked through check-ins and we're talking about training, I'm not a teary mess. Also, excuse my presentation. I haven't actually checked what I'm looking like. Hair's el natural. Yeah, so if I'm looking slightly rough, it's because I've woke up, bought Dexter, and pressed record. Sound, no smoke and mirrors over here, mate. It's like you're in my house, but you're a stranger, so bit creepy actually. Training part of the video, let's talk about it. The audio might be a bit iffy. I've got a fan to the right of me. It was a middle of Lidl purchase, Dyson knockoff. I'm starting to really think about my purchase, because even though it's keeping me cool, I feel like I'm breathing in fumes. So this video could be a bit interesting. Anyway, training, let's talk about it. Do you know what the difference is between a good transformation and a fantastic one? A who the fuck is that guy transformation? Like, that can't be the same person. It's training. And it always will be. Far too many people go to the gym and they're just exercising. You're thinking you're training progressively, but you're not. Your sessions simply aren't effective. The only good thing about them is output. You're burning some calories, but it doesn't really go much further than that. You're not doing what's needed to make a real change. Your setup has to be good, your execution has to be good, and your intensity needs to be there. You need to be training close to or to failure. The problem is, a lot of people lack self-awareness. They think their training is good because they've never filmed sets. I can't stress this enough. How something feels can be completely different to how it looks. I've recorded many sets in the past where I thought my execution was on point. It wasn't. I thought my setup was spot on. It wasn't. I thought my intensity is where it needed to be. It wasn't. You need to be recording your sets. Do not let your lack of self-awareness hold you back. A lot of people step into the gym and they just think they know how to train. It's a skill. It really is. It's not choreography. It's not getting a chest press machine, start here, finish here, and you're going to grow a massive chest. It doesn't work like that. You need to work through the entire contractile range. You need to be in control of it. You need to be able to put tension on that muscle, and you need to push it close to failure to the point where that concentric tempo slows down involuntarily. If you're not doing those things, you're exercising, you're not really training. The reason I'm really hammering home on this is because I hear it said all the time. The phrase of, my training's not the problem, it's my nutrition. That person joins the coaching process and surprise, surprise, the problem is their training as well as their nutrition. But then when we address those two issues, the progress they make is ridiculous. Don't be the guy that trains for years and years and years and sees very little change, but you're trying to find the excuse of why you're not seeing the change you want. You're walking in the gym like this, walking around going, oh, I can't be my training. My training's great, it's this, it's that, when in reality it's not. The problem's right in front of you. Film your sets this week, review them, and you'll be in a much better spot. When it comes down to recording in the gym, it can be a bit uncomfortable at times because you're probably thinking what other people think. But remember, you actually don't know what they're thinking. And two, they probably don't care. This camera is FD, okay? Big boy. Nothing's really said, not even really looked at. Some people might look at it for a second, then look away. Cool, done. Talk in the gym, record reels. People don't care. Dexter don't care. He's just having a little nap. But anyway, it was a good session. What wins can I take away from this? Well, performance was pretty good. Off for, was it now, just over 6 weeks. Performance is really good. I've noticed a few things take a hit, but nothing major at all. And I was able to hip hinge again. Result, if you've been following the channel, if you watch these little videos, mate, you'll know a while ago I had like the start of a hernia, which was a real weird position to be in because it wasn't a full hernia, it was like on the edge of it. So I just had to be real cautious. And bracing was a massive issue. Trying to brace my midsection as hard as I could was just off limits. So I stopped hinging. Now hinges are back in. Course was super reserved, just see how it felt, but felt good. So I should be able to run them up now. Have I got anything else to say? Not really. Quick turnaround time on this video. I just wanted to, one, get a video out a week, because I say I'm going to do that, but two, I just want to make everyone aware your training probably is an issue, and you should probably address it, so please address it. The difference you'll see within your progress when your training goes from meh to really good is ridiculous. Training really does underpin your progress, so let's make sure we dial it in to make as much progress as possible. If you're struggling with your training and you're filming your sets, you're still making mistakes, you don't know what's going on, head over to Instagram, send me a DM, we can have a bit of a chit chat. I actually just want to help. I feel quite passionately about it. So many people invest a ridiculous amount of time and money into the gym and they never get where they want to be. And that shouldn't be the case. If you're turning up to the gym, you should get the result you're after. And if you're not, you need to ask yourself why and you need to take action. Yes, transformations take time, but they don't take forever. I'll put some on the screen now. These transformations, some long term, some short term, and we get to the result in a sustainable way. If you've been training for a year and you still don't look like you lift, you got a problem. Get it sorted. I can help you sort it. I'm gonna stop there and edit this in the heat. If you have stayed till the end, like, subscribe, comment if you're feeling dangerous. I'll see you in the next one.